Hi, my name is Vivian Oliver-Hernandez. I am your Carl Wunschie Digital Learning Coach Literacy, and in this tip of the week, I am going to talk about how to do Schoology completion rules within a Schoology course. So this is very helpful when it comes to blended learning. You can go ahead and make these completion rules in your course part of a station rotation or part of a structured asynchronous level where students have to complete one thing in order to do the next thing. However you want to think about it, I will go ahead and link this rules and instructions in the description of this video. So if you need to go ahead and you like to have the instructions written out, I'll have that for you. And then let's go ahead and get started with how to do this. Here we go. So the first thing to note about the student completion rules instructions is that it works based off folders. So you do need to have your course materials assignments in a folder for the student completion rules to be applied. I will show you an example in one moment. I just want to go ahead and point out that some of the student completion rules, depending on the type of Schoology material assignment, whatever it is, can be applied, such as must complete the assignment, must view the item, must post a comment or reply. This is for our discussion post, must make a submission, or, and this is cool, must score at least a certain percentage in order to move to the next one. So like I stated before, placing a student completion rule is a requirement that is placed on a folder within Schoology and or course materials within that folder that will enable teachers to structure the flow of their course for a more self-paced learning structure for students. So now that we have that established, let's go ahead and create a folder. So to set and complete a folder, I'm going to move to my sandbox. Here is an example. If you go ahead and direct your eyes to where it says Canva presentations, you will see that it is a folder. And right here, it has like a shadowed out check with must complete. This is what your students will see on their end. It will tell them there are student completion rules applied, just like it's showing here, and I must complete this. Once I complete it, it will turn green, which is awesome. So if I want to go ahead and apply rules, I will then open the folder. Once it loads, here at the top, you see your traditional add materials options there. You can go ahead and click options and you will find it here as well where it says student completion. You may not see student progress because if you've never done student completion before, it won't open. But once you go ahead and start using it for that folder, you will see it pop up. So to apply your rules, you would click student completion. And then you will go ahead and see what is the different ways you can set it up. You can go ahead and click the drop down. You'll see everything that's within that folder that you can add for completion rules. Once you click on the one you select, you then will see your options depending on the type of material it is to either set that rule. So for this one, I put the member must view the item. If I wanted to, I can force them to post a comment or reply. But I'm going to just put view item. To add a requirement, you just go here, click it. It will add a second layer, and you can go ahead and pick another one. This one is a discussion as well. Oops. So then I will go ahead and click the drop down. I can do that post comment, etc. And then I just keep going from there. If I need to delete one, I can go ahead and close it, delete it, get rid of it from the rules. And right here is a box that you can check. It's checked right now, which means requirements must be completed in sequential order. This is optional. If you don't mind your students jumping around, then you can go ahead and turn it off, of course. But if you want to force them to have to go in a certain order, because that does matter to the structure, then you go ahead and click it. Once you're done in setting those rules, you go ahead and save the changes. Some common questions I get is, can I add one in the middle? Unfortunately, at this time, there is not an option, so you do want to have your skeleton and it planned out of how you want this to be structured and work, because unfortunately, if you need to go back and put something in the middle in between 1 and 2 and you have this turned on, that means you're going to have to just reapply the rules. So you'll have to get rid of it and then start over. Another thing to note is that once you have set your requirements, let's say I ever want to copy this folder into another course, the rules will go with it. So that's wonderful that they do copy over if you do that. And then the last question you are probably wondering is, well, how do I know what's done? Like I said, for students, their checks will, first it'll show them what they have to do. So for this one, tells them must view the item, must complete, and when it's available to. Once they've done it, it will turn green. And then for the teacher view, once you come back to this folder, if you click that student progress button, it will pop up and show all of your students and how much they have completed. You can also put recheck student progress. So if you want to go ahead, it's a way to recheck all student activity to make sure student progress is properly controlled. You can do that as well, but that is how you can look at it from a glance to see where they're at in their progress, which is awesome. And then if at any point you need to edit your student completion rules, just go to options, click student completion. It will open up everything you had set before. You just go ahead and add requirements, edit it that way, click save changes, and you're good to go. So I hope that you're able to use the student completion rules in your Schoology courses. Again, here are 5 reasons of why you should consider doing it. So you can go ahead and build more of a blended learning classroom environment. If you have any questions, please reach out to me by email, or you can schedule a session with me as well, so we can go ahead and work on how to do this. Have a great, fabulous day, week, and let me know if you have anything you would like me to include in the next tip of the week. Thanks. Bye.